Good morning, Bear Buddies. Today is December 12th, 2022. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic
for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let's check in with our special reporters for weather, history, and fun facts.
Today's weather is a high of 56 and a low of 42, and it will be mostly cloudy. Tomorrow's weather is a high of 52 and a low of 40, and it will be mostly cloudy.
Today's celebrations are Gingerbread House Day and the Day of the Horse.
On this day in history, on December 12, 1968, Arthur Ashe became the first Black male player to be ranked number 1 by the United States Lawn Tennis Association. That year, Ashe was the first Black player to represent the United States in the Davis Cup and helped lead the team to the title with a dominant 4-1 victory over Australia, which ended up the United States' 5-year losing streak.
Today's wonder of the day is, why does hair turn gray? If you have ever seen a picture of a grandparent as a youngster and wondered why their hair turned gray, this is why. Whatever hair color you have, you can thank melanin. Melanin is a pigment that accounts for your skin and hair color. Once you get older, the pigment cells fade out, also fading out the color of your hair. This is why hair turns gray. And here's Mr. Clemens with the librarian's update.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our last week before winter break, and we have a lot going on this week. So let's get ready for a great week. We have iReady testing. So make sure that you're focusing on your iReady test, even though there's lots of excitement in the air. Concentrate, take a deep breath, make sure that you're looking over everything and answering it the best that you can so that you can show your teachers what you have learned this year so far. We also on Thursday have a big event coming up called Polar Express Day, and that is a day to wear your pajamas to school if you would like to. Every class will come to the library and hear the story, the Polar Express, and look at all the great illustrations by Chris Van Allsburg, and then you'll go out to the rotunda to have some hot chocolate. So that's coming up on Thursday. So get your pajamas ready if you're going to wear those to school. Then on Friday, every class is going to have an opportunity to hear another story called The Wish Tree. So every class will have this in their box today to read on Friday and to learn a little bit about what wish trees are. Wish trees are used all around the world, and so you'll have a chance to see some pictures of what a wish tree looks like. I did want to point out there's also another book that's by Catherine Applegate that wrote The One and Only Ivan, which is also called Wish Tree. So if you read this story on Friday and get curious about wish trees, this is a great book to follow up with to get even more about what a wish tree is. Also, just think about this is a week where there's lots of excitement in the air, but lots of other emotions too as we're approaching our winter break. So take a moment to think about what you can do this week to help someone have a great day. Maybe it's writing a note to someone. Maybe it's smiling at someone as you're walking down the hall. Maybe it's giving someone a compliment, or when someone spills something, helping them clean it up. There are lots of ways that you can show kindness, and it can make a world of difference in someone's day. So think about that all throughout this week. What can you do to help someone have a great day? We want to wish some happy birthdays that are coming up. Today, actually, we would like to give a happy birthday to Sadie Smith. Happy birthday to you on your birthday. And also to McCrae Broderick, and also to Kyer Oliver. happy birthday to all three of you today. And then tomorrow, we would like to wish a happy birthday to Daryl Nottingham. And then we'll come back on Wednesday with a few more birthdays. We also have several shout outs for today, attendance shout outs. We want to give a shout out for 4 days of perfect attendance last week to Miss Kaplan's class and Miss Freeman's class. Having 3 days of perfect attendance, Miss Adrian's class and Miss Kurt's class. Having 2 days of perfect attendance, Miss Sackett's class, Miss Boyle's class, Miss Brink's class, Miss Douglas's class, Miss Stansel's class, and Miss Wedge's class. And then having 1 day of perfect attendance last week, Miss Hawking's class, Miss Brevard, Miss Selleck, and Miss Tobel's class. So let's make sure that we're doing our best this week to stay healthy. If you have a fever or you're really sick, we want you to stay home. But if you are feeling okay, we want you here at school. We want to give a shout out to William Wasley and Allison Stedman for really thinking through their math exit ticket answers. Both Allison and William use the read, draw, write strategy to give excellent explanations of their solutions to a math problem on Friday, and that's from Ms. Clark. A shout out to Sage Burnt and Stella Krim for persistence in learning a new math strategy last week. Way to go. That's also from Ms. Clark. Ms. Odema and Ms. Garrett want to shout out students who met their next goal on multiplication fact quizzes. That's Bailey, Claire, Ethan, Hassan, Jason, Josie, and Lanier. Way to go, achievers. Ms. Kelly Hocking wants to shout out all of Room 2 learners for really showing off knowledge on the iReady assessment, reading assessment. Let's rock the math assessment as well. We know you can do it. Ms. Stovall wants to shout out her whole class for working so hard on iReady reading and math. Way to go, achievers. And Stella would like to give a shout out to Kamaya and Diala for being kind Bear buddies to their classmates. So lots of great shout outs today. Hope we'll hear a lot more on Wednesday and Friday. Remember to have a great week and remember that question, what can you do to help someone have a great day?
What do you call a man with the cat scratches on his head? Claude. Before we leave, let's say our bear on code together. As a bear buddy, I promise to be fair, honest, and trustworthy, even when no one is looking, because that is the right thing to do. My good choices will help make Bear excellent. We will now observe a moment of silence before we begin to focus all of our attention